Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to MaffmanJones, the movie channel. I'm your host, John Maffio. Just want to get this out of the way really quick. Haven't been doing a lot of reviews this year so far. Actually, not any at all. And that's only because I haven't been seeing all the new releases. And it's not... well, it's kind of because I'm restraining myself back on budgetary reasons. But I'm still going to see as many movies as I possibly can as the year goes on. But today is very important because I finally played catch up with all the Oscar films. The only film I've seen beforehand was Mad Max, but now I've seen all 8 movies, and I'm here to review them all. All 8 movies in one video. This is now the 2nd annual MaffmanJones Academy Award Special. Seeing as all of us New Yorkers are snowed in for the weekend, it's time to bring the noise. Badoom!
I shall ride eternal, shining in chrome. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo! Oh no, that's not good.
I reviewed this movie. If you haven't seen the review, go check it out down below. I don't remember what I gave it. I tried looking it up in my archives, and I couldn't find it. Because, again, I'm snowed in, so that gives me an excuse to not be able to find it. It was a very fun, very thrilling action movie with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron kicking complete ass. The movie is literally crazy. There's no better word to describe the film. It's just crazy. Go see it.
Yo, bro! I'm snowed in, bro! I don't know what to do with myself, bro! I'm so bored, bro! I don't know what to do! I don't know, wait. I got it! Music never lets me down, bro! Bro, I just realized something.
I wanna be a woman.
The Danish Girl is about Eddie Redmayne and Alicia Vikander, who's been in a plethora of movies last year. They're husband and wife, respectively. And Olivia Vikander is a painter, and she wants to dress her husband up as a woman. And because she needs to find her purpose in painting again, and she needs to find that perfect painting that will sell. And she finds this lost art in having her husband dress up as a woman. But with this, he rediscovers himself and realizes that he doesn't want to be a man anymore. He's actually been wanting to be a woman his whole life. So the movie is about transgender. Politics. Hey! Caitlyn Jenner, ho ho! To be honest, I went into this movie moaning and groaning because I thought it was going to be a really boring Oscar baity movie. It's a really Oscar baity movie, but it's not boring. I was actually very compelled by the story. Eddie Redmayne gives a really solid performance as this man who has been a man his whole life, but seeing as he's rediscovering who he is, internally and externally. His journey, you could buy his journey because his acting is so genuine. And then Alicia Vikander plays a very forgiving wife. The cinematography is gorgeous, not just because it takes place in a very, very eccentrically beautiful environment. The camera work is really well done. And I would recommend it for a one-time showing, but there's no reason for me to watch this movie ever again, to be honest. It's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's a really good movie, just one and done.
I wonder sometimes. My mommy watched that Making a Murderer show on Netflix and said Stephen Avery. Why was his beard so weird? It looked like it came from Saturn and Mars. But then it kept changing directions and oh, I don't know. I'll never know. Oh. I love you, Miss Banana Pants. You are the greatest love of my life.
Room is about a young woman played by Brie Larson who has been confined and stuck in a little, box. This room, literally, a room, for years. She was kidnapped when she was a teenager, and this guy who kidnapped her has been letting her live in this little place for years. And I guess, not to spoil things, but she has a son. And the son knows nothing about the world. All he knows is this room. So all of his knowledge comes from the inside world of this room, nothing outside. He thinks everything else outside is alien. It's a very dark, disturbing issue to tackle, but people who are kidnapped and then taken hostage for years, it's a really sad subject to reflect upon, but it does happen, and this movie does it beautifully and doesn't get Oscar baity about it. But the film is a very honestly told story about this girl who's going through some very personally terrible issues, along with this kid who is so innocent, but when shit hits the fan and he starts to realize things himself, this young 5-year-old, the kid, one of the best child performances in years. When he starts realizing things, it's really, really heartbreaking. There's one part in this movie that it might just be really inconvenient timing, but there was something really heartbreaking happening on screen, and I felt like somebody put a knife through my heart. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. For reals. I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely see this one. You're not going to forget it.
How can this be? Oh, dear God.
Bridge of Spies, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring the Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks. He's in so many great movies. This film is about the Cold War. And it's also about Tom Hanks, who is a lawyer who has to represent a supposed, alleged Russian spy for the USSR. And America doesn't like this fact, but he's going to do his job, do his duty, and defend him, even if it means him possibly getting killed. It probably would have been in my top 10 if I had seen it back in 2015. I don't want to say much about it, but it's definitely one of Spielberg's best efforts in a long time, and I actually can't wait to watch it again. The man who plays the Russian spy, Mark Rylance, I think is how you pronounce it, he plays off his character so well. He's so nonchalant, but he's so down to earth too. And I can't wait to see more from this actor, because him bouncing off of Tom Hanks, their chemistry together, was very genuine. Bridge of Spies is going to get a 4.5 out of 5 stars as well. If you're a Spielberg fan, watch it. If you're a movie fan, watch it. If you just want to see an interesting story about the Cold War, watch it too.
Ah, love. It comes in all shapes and sizes. But now, the magical land of movies will make you believe that 2 young women can fall in love. Can you believe it, John?
Yeah, it's fine. It's 2016.
But why 2 white women? Why not have one of them be black?
Really? Why would that be the politically correct thing to do?
No, because then it would appear as though Hollywood is trying to shove black culture down our throats.
What? Obviously there's no satisfying you, Jada Pinkett Smith. Oh, by the way, get the f*** out! I'm showering! Jesus Christ. No respect for privacy anymore.
Carol, another progressive movie about an older white woman and a younger white woman, both respectively played by Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara. They fall in love. Rooney Mara is having weird complications in her relationship, while Cate Blanchett plays an older married woman who's married to Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights. So what's going to happen? Will that forbidden romance crumble or blossom? It was a really good film. It's shot well, it's acted well, it's actually got some really compelling scenes. It's got a really intense sex scene too between Rooney Mara and Cate Blanchett. With all due respect, it's not a movie that I was able to watch and then say to myself, that was a great movie. It was a fine movie. It's a good movie that's progressive. It shows a relationship between 2 women that seems genuine. Their growing love for each other was very strongly depicted on film, and you really feel the conflicts between them along the way. It's just, it's fine. It's, whatever. 3 out of 5. But I do recommend seeing it just for the Oscar's sake. It's a very well-made movie. Wait. This has nothing to do with the economy collapsing. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Money! The Big Short, directed by Adam McKay, who has previously directed Anchorman. And Step Brothers? Directs an Oscar-worthy film about the housing crisis. And it stars a array of actors, including Christian Bale, Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, and Brad Pitt. Yeah. This movie is awesome. Was it one of my favorites of the year? No, but I thoroughly enjoyed it from beginning to end. It takes an issue that was very prominent in America, takes it very seriously, but also takes a comedic route to it too. You get these moments in between where it takes place on Wall Street. So you get in all this mumbo jumbo about Wall Street, all these words that you may not understand when people mention it in just regular conversations. Like, you may hear Steve Carell mention CBO and be like, what the hell is CBO? Well, in this movie, there are moments where it'll happen, and then Ryan Gosling will break the fourth wall, will be like, here's a celebrity who you enjoy, who will explain what a CBO is in a more well-suited analogy that you'll understand it by. It's actually a very genius formula for making your audience get engaged in the movie further. And when the movie has its comedic moments, it actually really hits, but then when it gets deadly serious and dark, you buy into it, and it's really scary. By the end of the movie, I'm like, wow, this happened. Big Short is a 4 out of 5. Definitely see this movie. It's an important movie that's actually pretty funny, but also delves into issues that are serious and does it in a very respectful manner. Oh, I got something. Here's a story. One time I went to Atlantic City and I was in a club and I met these two chicks. This one Hispanic girl, her name was Brooke, and another crazy white girl, her name was Lynn. They were both bombed out of their minds, and they invited me up to their room. And I'm like, I'm a guy, so we go up to the room and we had a threesome. So you could say that technically I was in Brooklyn. Oh, writer's block sucks. No sleep till day. Brooklyn. Brooklyn stars. I can't pronounce that name. I don't want to say it. Go away. Go away! It's a movie about an Irish immigrant who comes to America. This is the one movie on the list that I didn't expect to like as much as I did. I really enjoyed Brooklyn. The performances are really good. The story is extremely compelling. You'd think this film would be more of an Oscar bait type of movie, but it's really not. It's just a honest, genuine, awesome story about a woman who has to make choices in life. And life is about choices, really ugly, hard, difficult, arduous choices, but we all have to make them. And like the other movies I mentioned on the list before, this movie's also well shot, well acted, well everything. It's a movie that doesn't try to like hit you over the head with something that's like, oh, you didn't expect that, did you? It's just a really sincere story about a woman. That's it. It's another movie that has Domhnall Gleeson in it too. Domhnall Gleeson was in like 6 movies last year. Brooklyn is a 4 out of 5 stars. See it. And lastly, we have The Revenant, the epic film that stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. It's a revenge flick. Not going to say anything else about it, but the word I mentioned before, epic, it is extremely that. The cinematography is brutal. It's one of the most incredible looking movies I've ever seen in my life. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. Did I get that right? I hope so. He directed Birdman last year, and he directed this movie this year. This man is ambitious. This film uses natural light, meaning it uses the sun and other small light fixtures that are natural in the environment to light the scene. That is ballsy. The performances are very brutal. Tom Hardy plays a jerk-off who you can't understand. Again, he's like, oh, I'm good. She got Leonardo DiCaprio, man. We can't carry him all this way. He got more by bear. But he's really good. He's great in this movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, he went through some shit, and I'm going to acknowledge that. He should possibly win just for that. He slept in animal carcasses. He ate raw bison liver. He suffered and endured very intense below freezing temperatures. The man almost died, practically. So he probably does deserve to walk away with the Oscar. Don't think he's going to get it still, though. The movie runs a little long, yes, but the story, the vengeance story, is so compelling that you're not even going to think about the long runtime. You're not going to care if the movie ran 2.5, 3, 4, 5 hours. You just want to know if he just overcomes this really extreme obstacle. Or obstacles, should I say. This movie is truly a cinematic achievement, and it lives up to everything it was striving to be, in my opinion. I definitely recommend it. It's just a very brutal, ridiculously sad movie. But it's also got redeeming values too, story-wise. If you look at it in a particular way. I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5 stars too. If you're squeamish, you may want to grab a barf bag before you watch this movie. But it's a really good movie though. And that's all, folks. But now I want to know from you guys. What did you think of all the Oscar films that have been released this year? The top 8 Best Picture nominations. Have you seen all of them? Have you seen any of them? Let me know your opinions down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video from me ever again. Also, check out my Facebook and Twitter in the info box. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'll see you guys next time.